In its 60-year history, design thinking has evolved to become one of the most reliable approaches to innovation, creating practical and creative solutions to both business and social issues. It's a process used to understand problems, challenge assumptions, and redefine these problems to identify alternative strategies and solutions that may not have been initially apparent. There are many variants of the design thinking process in use today. However, they are all very similar. UC Berkeley's Sara Beckman defines it with four main elements: observing and noticing, framing and reframing, imagining and designing, and making and experimenting. These amplify the importance of creativity, imagination, ideation, rapid prototyping, empathy, and human-centered ethos and abduction. Other definitions and variants on design thinking include the five-phase model proposed by Stanford's Hasso-Plattner Institute of Design. The first phase, empathizing, seeks a deeper understanding of problems and realities facing people you're designing for, making their needs and desires clear. The second phase is defining the user's needs. This allows for brainstorming in the third phase of ideation that is unfettered with preconceived notions or existing solutions. When the best ideas generated during ideation are turned into something concrete, these ideas are then made into simple prototypes in the fourth phase that are tested in the fifth phase for possible outcomes. This provides a method and unifying language for multidisciplinary collaboration, leading to greater creativity and better solutions faster. For example, engineer Doug Dietz observed that children coming into his MRI scanner were sad and weeping out of fear that his large, uninviting machine would harm them, finding the noises and flickering lights scary. He empathized with the children and began to define their need for a more pleasant environment. To do so, he asked customers and children about what they would like during ideation sessions. He then prototyped pilot rooms at the University of Pittsburgh Hospital with a variety of adventures including aromatherapy, calming decorations, and disco ball bubbles that transport the children into an imaginative, fun world. This became the MR Adventure Discovery Series, which not only made happier patients, but also reduced scanning time and allowed for more room for patients to be scanned sooner. Christopher Meinl and Larry Leifer of the HPI Stanford Design Thinking Program laid out four principles for successful design thinking implementation. The human rule, which states that all design activity is ultimately social in nature, and any social innovation will come back to a human-centric point of view. The ambiguity rule, where design thinkers must preserve ambiguity by experimenting at the limits of their knowledge and ability, enabling the freedom to see things differently. The redesign rule, which adheres to changing technology and social circumstances, but also acknowledges previously solved, unchanged human needs. And the tangibility rule, the concept that making ideas tangible always facilitates communication and allows designers to treat prototypes as communication media. And it's through this people-first empathetic innovation that design thinking has become a top strategy for companies such as Apple, IBM, and Google. This is also how companies will continue to develop sustainable solutions that retain their client bases long into the future.